more. Neither shall they learn war anymore. That's another people. Right now, we're always hearing about the rumors of wars between Iran and America. All right, or we're hearing situations happening down in Syria. Or we're hearing about Russia. What's Russia doing? What kind of beef that America has with Russia? So we're all hearing things about war. So that's another clue proving that they are not the Jews.
I think it was a couple of days after the Balfour Declaration. So was that 2 or 3 days?
Right. Exactly. They had the war with them Arabs. So as soon as they went right down to that land and declared themselves as the Jews, those Arabs around that area wasn't acceptable. All right. So that shows you right there that they are not the people. They are not no Jews. They are not no Israelites, but Edomites.
Right.
And from the line of Amalek to be exact. Go on, brother. We are the real Jews, okay? Because we fit the bill, we fit the prophecy. We're no longer black people or West Africans or whatever you want to call us, Latino, Puerto Rican. That don't even exist. We're the Jews now. We're Judah, we're Benjamin, we're Levi, we're Simeon, all right? We're Gad, Ephraim, Manasseh, all of the tribes as you can see. This is who we really are. We're no longer these names anymore. We put that right to the back burner. And now we're putting our true nationality on now. Go on, brother.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 9. Woe unto them that say they are Jews and are not.
Right, it says, woe unto them that say they are Jews and are not. Go on.
But they are the synagogue of Satan.
But they are the chief house of Satan. The word synagogue means the chief house. You know what I mean? They are the chief house of Satan. And that makes all of the sense in the world because they're the ones that's pretty much has charge over the most important things of the society. They handle or they uphold, they have natural, they pretty much own the resources of the planet. All of these major multi-billionaire corporations, they own it. So that would be indeed the chief house. And then you also have a group of so-called Jews, which is the Rothschild dynasty, to be exact. Now that's the chief house right there, because they're calling all the shots. They're setting the trends of the world. So when people are following a trend, they set that trend up. We talk about music. Okay, we talk about all manner of media. Right? They set that up. So that you peasants, or should I say, let me calm down a bit. You peons can follow, man. But see, we're not gonna follow their trust. We're not gonna take no RFID chip. We're not gonna watch we're not gonna get into TV land and get all, seduced into that kind of spirit. We ain't doing that, man, because we already know the game. We see the game that's being played, man. And really, if you really want to put it this way too. See, what we are, we're the elite on the right-hand side, dealing with the elite on the left-hand side. Okay, our war is not really with these people, brothers. Our war is with the elite. That's our war. All right, I'm going to say this again. It makes all the sense in the world, because we are the elite of the nation of Israel, going up against the elite of the so-called Europeans now, the Edomites. So,
this is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 3. The pride of thine heart has deceived thee,
right?
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
Right, exactly. Because I want to say this too, right? The elites, they know more spiritual things than these regular people on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
They have more knowledge and they know what we're saying is right. And this is why they're coming down on YouTube saying that, look, we're gonna pretty much prevent certain information from getting out there. Yeah. Supremistic information like us. Because who runs YouTube? The same motherfuckers that's controlling everything. Okay? Because they don't want us to spew our stuff out there. Out in the midst. Go on, brother.
Ephesians 6 and 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. So like against principalities.
Yeah.
Against powers, against the rulers of darkness as well, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
And that's exactly what we're wrestling up against. Like Jacob wrestled the angel, right? When you read in the book of Genesis 30. Okay, how you doing, sir? Right? So what we're doing is we're wrestling up against the elite now with their spiritual madness. We're using our spiritual power, wrestling up against their spiritual power. But our spiritual power is already won. Because at the end of the day, only godliness can win over evil. Hell, Yahweh Shai already defeated Satan 2,000 years ago. So it's a wrap, man. What they got to bring to the table, or their counsel, or their plans, or their ideologies, it's not going to work, man. It's not going to work. The plans of the elite banking family, them setting up a new world order, it's not going to work. It's what it's all going to lead down to, because see, Satan is fucking with their minds. Excuse my language. I did very well up to now. You know, but what's happening is Satan is messing with them and playing double agent.
Yeah.
So that Satan can use these idiots to fulfill prophecy. So in the midst of their setting up their new world order, they're going to bring in an armament and a device as they really want, and they've already done it, which is the RFID microchip, which most of y'all will say, oh, it ain't the chip, oh, it's an embargo, oh, it's this, oh, it's that. Okay? But they're going to bring that device, they're going to mandate that device, so that all of these dominions out here can take the shit, and those of you that have no faith can take that shit, so that Revelations 13 and 15 all the way down to 17 can be fulfilled. That's what Satan is doing. Okay? Satan has got them on the strings, man. Moving them on the strings. Like a damn puppet. Thinking that they're going to pretty much exceed over the plans of the Heavenly Father. How the hell can you exceed over the plans of the Heavenly Father when the Most High made your dumbass, man? When the Most High made you and preordained you to do the shit that you're doing right now. It's impossible. Go on, brother.
Got a little bit more on this.
Alright, go on.
Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the
It's funny
stars.
you read that, because I was briefly going into that before you got here. We can read that again. Let's go. Go on, brother.
Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
This will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. And ever since they made that lie in 1969, all of a sudden their society started to go down. The moralism of the people started to go down. And it's getting worse right now.
Right.
Okay? And it's just going to get worse until we reach a level of the minds of the system. Because when you look at these average idiots out here, I have to say what it is. It is what it is. All right? I don't say that to be mean or an asshole, but I'm just speaking truth. It is what it is. The masses don't really know what's going on. They don't have a clue what the hell is going on. They don't know their left from right. They don't know a hole to their behind, man. All right? If the people really knew what was really up, there would be a different vibe, a different spirit out here, man. As a matter of fact, they would actually surround the camp and hear what we have to say. So that shows you how much they know. They don't know a damn thing, man. They don't even understand how the society is going to be destroyed. They don't get it, man. They don't even understand the plans and the agenda of their freaking government. Okay? Anyway, let's read on. Oh, yeah, you just read it. Yeah, go on, brother.
And it says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
Right.
All men of thy confederacy have brought even thee to the border.
Right.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee.
Okay.
And they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee.
Right, have laid the wound under thee, man. It's probably a jig anyway. You know? Have laid the wound under thee. So that's all of the nations that they've made an agreements with. They're going to now pretty much bite them in the ass now. When you read the book of, Revelation 17 and 14, I believe it talks about how he shall hate the whore. And the great whore that stood up upon many waters, metaphorically, is talking about the American society. That's the whore that stood up upon many waters. Also known as old daughter of Babylon, which ought to be destroyed. Which those nations are going to turn up against them. The EU nation is going to turn up against them. So them that you've made a covenant with have laid a wound under you. So even that's going to happen too. And that's why we say it's definitive based on prophecy that it's going to happen. World War III. It's not a matter of, oh, we don't know, maybe we can stop it. We're not really sure. No, we are sure it's going to happen. It's already been written. The writing's already on the wall already. So it's going to happen. It's going to stop it. Matter of fact, brother, give me Jeremiah 16. Give me Ezra 16, brother. 2 Ezra 16 and 1. It says, there's no turning back. See what the Lord is doing. The Most High is moving forward now. The Most High is not going to stop and go all the way back to square one again. No, he's moving on with his words. So we're going to read in 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter. We're going to show you something. Go on, brother. Be with you now.
1.
Yeah, verse 1.
Second Ezra 16 and 1, and it says,
And give me Isaiah 55, verse 11. Go.
Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia, woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Get up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair, bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
All right.
And it says, a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?
Now when you look up that word sword in the Hebrew, the word there is harab, which the word harab means to lay waste. So what instrument is going to be used to lay waste all of these cities out there? The missile, the nuclear missile, which has multiple warheads on it. It is going to blow these cities all the way down to the ground. It's all going to disintegrate. Go on.
Isaiah 54 and 16, and it says, Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire,
Okay.
and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
Right there, bring forth an instrument for his work. So the Lord gave the mentality or the knowledge, beginning with those Germans, to come up with the idea of creating atomic energy. So they can use that energy and destroy each other, and so that Joel, the third chapter can be fulfilled. Check that out. This is a chess game, people. This ain't nothing but a chess game that's being played right on this earth. And guess what? The Lord is playing his own chess by himself. Go on, bro.
And it says, and I have created the waster to destroy.
I have created the waster to destroy, and I'm glad you brought it out to back me up. So when you look up the word sword in the Hebrew, the word there is kharab, which means to waste or to lay waste. So we know that England, America, Germany, and all of these nations that get involved in this nuclear war, they already be blown back to smithereens, man. And their society is going to go all the way down, as the scripture says, to the size of the pit to hell. Like the city of Capernaum 2,000 years ago. All right, was a very affluent city, prosperous city, but it went down to hell. What does it mean that it went down to hell? Meaning it got destroyed. So we're going to see the same thing happen in this society. Moses going to have Esau elevate himself to the highest level, the apex. Once he reaches to that apex, it's going straight down to hell.
That's right.
Okay, go on, brother.
Back to 2nd Ezra 16 and 3, and it says, a sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?
Exactly, that's what I wanted. The sword is sent, and who may quench it, and who may turn it back. So the sword has already been sent. The destruction that's spoken of in this Bible that we're breaking down to you has already been preordained to happen in this existence. So there's no going back. It's not a matter of if, or it may be, or it could be, we're not sure. No, it's a surety because it's already been written. And anything that's written in that Holy Bible is preordained to come to pass. Now give me that Isaiah 55 verse 11. You can do all the protesting and the testing all you want, because you're really protesting about nothing. It's all vain. The word vain means nothing. Okay, go on, brother.
The book of
Or
Isaiah.
worthlessness. Let me correct myself. Go on.
Isaiah chapter 55, verse 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth.
Whose words is this? The Lord's words. Coming out of the mouth of Isaiah. Go on.
It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I
It
please.
shall accomplish that which I please. Okay, so in other words, the Lord is not going to repent of his words. Give me that in Numbers 23, verse 19. Read on.
And it says, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
Right, it shall prosper in the thing which I sent it. So all we're doing here is giving the word, and I'm not just talking about us, because we're all over the world now. All right, you have 2 camps in England, London to be exact. Okay, you got us brothers here, and you got the brothers up north. And then you also got brothers in the States that are doing it. You got brothers in Holland that's doing it. You got brothers you got 2 camps in Germany that's doing this, what we're doing. So this word is proliferating all throughout the planet. All right, go on.
And it says, for ye shall go out with joy and be led forth with peace. The mountains and the hills shall break forth before you into singing, and all the trees of the field shall clap their hands.
Exactly. And that's all of the nations. All of the nations, they're going to be in a state of gladness because they're going to see our glory. They're going to see the way that we're going to run this earth in the right way. And they're going to be happy to see us running this earth. But I have to be honest, they're going to get their ass whooped first.
Right.
Right.
That's what's going to happen. They're going to get a kind of, they're going to get... Right, exactly, brother. That's what they're going to get first. But once that's all said and done, they're going to be all right, man.
Made me happy when you just said
Right. Yeah, go on, bro. Yeah, I see you finish with that. Yeah, go on.
As in Numbers 23 and 19, and it says, the Most High is not a man that he should lie, never the Son of Man that he should repent.
Right, so the Lord is not going to take back his word. Now, it may seem more glory, it may seem more gory. Use the wrong word there, right? But guess what? It's all for the good anyway because the Lord is going to change this earth. Because everything is totally backwards, man. It's all out of order. You know what I mean? This whole entire society and the way the people are, they're all out of order. Because of the powers that be. They've set people in the wrong direction. Right? You have the wrong vibration that's on this earth at the same time. And this is why people are sick to death and they're depressed.
yeah.
And they don't know where they're coming from and they don't even know where they're going. Okay? But we know when we was once in that world.